What's going on, you guys? This is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer, bringing you some new updates on Transformers Reactivate. And if you guys know anything about this game, then you know it's been a gift and a curse. It's been the driving force on why I was motivated to make more videos, and it's been the thing that actually pushed me away from making YouTube videos. Yes, this is the key source of why I got burnt out. But now that I'm back, it seems like things are really starting to pick up, especially when it comes to this game, because we have been getting news out of the wazoo, some of which correlates to the release date for this game, because that's been a very secretive aspect that's been held on to by the developers and Hasbro. We haven't heard anything from the official sources, but that doesn't necessarily stop us from digging and finding out the information for ourselves, which based on this leaked roadmap from Hasbro will be coming in the following year. Yeah, that's right, guys. After waiting for what seems like an eternity, this game will be dropping in 2025. And I feel like this is the right time to strike. And I also feel like this is going to be time well spent, because this game has seen its fair share of hands on it, and now it's landed in the hands of Splash Damage, who has taken it upon themselves to give it a graphical facelift, among other things. Don't get me wrong, it's still going to be built off of the bones that was established by other groups such as Certain Affinity, but for the most part we're going to be seeing a lot of differences compared to the leaked images that we saw in the past. Speaking of images, we finally got more gameplay, like actual gameplay as opposed to leaks, where we get a chance to see a particular character in motion, that being Bumblebee.
Not so tough now, are ya?
And it's looking like it's going to mirror a lot of the things that we enjoyed about the Cybertron series, particularly Fall of Cybertron, where the characters are able to fire in their vehicle modes as well as use turbo, among other things. Yes, man, this thing right here just feels like something that we would get if High Moon Studios was still developing Transformers games today. And I for one cannot wait to see what the final product entails, because this right here isn't necessarily indicative of what we'll be getting once the game drops, because this is actually a build from 2020. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, this is definitely a product of Certain Affinity, shortly before it was handed over to Splash Damage and Bulkhead Studios, who, as I said, has been trying to give the game a graphical facelift from the ground up using Unreal Engine 5. It's also worth noting that everything that we've seen leading up to this point have all been from previous builds, and not necessarily anything that Splash Damage has worked on using UE5. It's been rumored that the current development team is really trying to go for a more realistic aesthetic that also actually insinuates how grave things are, where the Legion has pretty much run amok and consumed everything in sight, and now it's up to the Autobots and the Decepticons to actually restore balance. And I'm not sure about you guys, but this gets me really excited to see what the current build looks like, because UE5, it has a lot of things that it can do to actually elevate the experience of video games, not just from a visual standpoint, but also from a performance standpoint. That's the thing that people aren't taking into consideration too. Just imagine how fast slow times are going to be, and how swift the transformations with each Cybertronian will be as well. Like, the older builds already look very good, especially this one that was revealed by none other than RoboGamer1 HD, whose channel I think you should really check out if you want to stay up to date on all these things as well. But yes, they actually hooked us up with a sneak peek of what the ground bridge hangar will look like, which is very reminiscent of what we've seen in shows like Transformers Armada and Transformers Prime, where the Autobots were able to access certain locations on Earth via space bridge technology. And if I'm not mistaken, this concept was also used in the Transformers Universe game, which is a short-lived MMO that also took place in the Aligned Continuity and mirrored everything that we saw from Transformers Prime, especially in terms of the character aesthetics. And according to RoboGamer1 HD, this is going to be the base of operation to where you and 3 other friends can just lounge around until you're ready to take on another mission. But since this is closed alpha footage, things are definitely subject to change and may not reflect what we see in the final build. But as you guys can see, we have Soundwave just standing there as Optimus peers his optics right through his soul, waiting for him to make the wrong move. But yeah, these guys are obviously going to be coexisting in this hangar and trying to bring balance, because as I said, this is no longer a tug-of-war between the Autobots and Decepticons. They're actually going to be going up against a tougher opponent that's hell-bent on consuming everything. RG1HD also suggested that this won't be the only hangar that we get. That's right, the Cybertronians won't just be bound to Earth, they'll also be in space, so I can't wait to see what that's gonna look like, man. Because when it comes to the Transformers, you already know that there are a lot of characters that are capable of interstellar space travel activities. And given the fact that this new threat has come from some far out galaxy, we're gonna need to pinpoint the actual location. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for you guys today. Like I said, we're looking at a 2025 release window, which I know some will say that's a bummer. They wish they could have gotten it this year, but if anything, you gotta think, since we were looking at that 2020 build, that's an indication that Splash Damage and Bulkhead Studios have been working on this game for 4 years since it was handed over to them, and they're trying to make sure that it's polished and ready upon release. There have been a lot of titles within this year that have just been like duds. They haven't been really cooked, they're still doughy in the middle, and we want something that's cooked all the way through and ready for us to play upon release. So yeah, but what are you guys' thoughts on this? Are you happy that we are finally getting more details, especially in regards to the actual gameplay and what it will potentially look like once we see what the UE5 engine gives it? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, I ask that you like or dislike this video. It doesn't have to be a thumbs up, you can give me a thumbs down. But if you really enjoyed the video, it would help me out tremendously if you shared it with all your friends and followers on all the different social media outlets. Sharing really makes a difference. But once again, this is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer, signing out on another video. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. As a successful YouTube user, I often get questions asking what I use to get my videos tons of views. And the answer to that is TubeBuddy. This thing has helped me take my channel to the next level in ways I never imagined. It's a browser extension that helps new and experienced YouTubers grow fast and optimize their channels. I've been using this extension for years and it's constantly getting updated with new features, like the SEO tool that helps me come up with the perfect title, description, and tags to get more people to click on my videos. It even provides you with analytics beside your videos to see how much traffic your video is generating from various social media sites. The extension is absolutely free, but as a special offer, we're giving a 50% discount for channels that have less than 1,000 subscribers that purchase the Pro upgrade. All you have to do is enter in the code RisingStarBuddy. So if you're interested in starting a YouTube channel or taking your content to the next level, download the extension now. You can do so by clicking on this link that'll be provided in the description of this video.